Hi, I'm Alyssa, and you're watching Confusion Central. That just sounded really awkwardly like a Disney Channel intro. Anyway, impressions. So, I'm not going to sit here and talk about people's first impressions of me, because people probably think I'm some sort of psychopathic killer, because I do not talk much in school, or life for that matter. I'm talking about those impressions where someone can think, I don't know, that you're a human being, and then 5 seconds later, in the matter of one sentence, you drop down to who the fudge am I talking to? And this happened to me. Story time. Okay, so I was sitting around this desk, we'll call the teacher's name Mr. Rodriguez, with my friend Janet and this kid Pablo. So Janet, Pablo, and Mr. Rodriguez and I were all talking about facial hair. You would think that's a casual conversation, right? Facial hair. Zeus, come here. So my friend Janet is like, you know what? I really like a guy with facial hair. You know, I could dig a man with some facial hair. Like, hey ho. Mr. Rodriguez had facial hair. Now I don't know where my brain was going next, but I decided to say, so, Janet, Mr. Rodriguez must really be turning you on right now. And I said this, not in front of just Janet privately or just Pablo, but in front of Mr. Rodriguez too. I didn't think it was gonna sound that pervy, but somewhere between saying that and then processing, I finally got it. I thought it was gonna sound normal. I thought it was just gonna be like, hey Janet, you must like Mr. Rodriguez's facial hair. Which, now that I say it that way too, sounds really pervy, seeing as it's a 15-year-old girl and a middle-aged man. I'm making this worse. Anyways, so at that point, Pablo was on the ground hysterically laughing, like rolling around, like, oh my god, did she just say that? Ah! I was in shock that I said it. They were in shock that I said it. They sort of just stared at me. For 5 straight minutes, they stared at me while Pablo laughed on the ground, and I tried to explain myself. I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, I did not mean to say it like that. I just mean, like, you have facial hair, and she said you like facial hair, but not necessarily that you like facial hair on you, and had a crush on you, which, oh my god, no. I mean, they were still staring at me. And then, it's like they had some sort of conversation, Mr. Rodriguez and Janet, because the next thing I knew, there was tape on my mouth, and I wasn't allowed to talk for the next week. This is why I don't speak much in public. I could try, but no. Anyways, so if you like this story, make sure to let me know, because I have a ton of terrible impression stories like this. But yeah, make sure to go down below, hit like, subscribe, favorite, all that fun stuff. I'll see you next week. Bye.